This episode of the Opie Radio podcast sponsored by microdose.com. Have you tried microdosing THC yet? I have, and I love it, especially now as I sit here in COVID quarantine. It's keeping me very relaxed and very mellow as I deal with this. If you want to learn more about microdosing THC, go to microdose.com. Use the promo code OPIE, O-P-I-E, to get free shipping and 30% off your first order. That?
You want a little for the old?
Oh, a little. Why you have Viagra pills in your pill box?
That's what the box is for.
so you remember you don't, in case
you don't double up.
Oh,
you want to go?
Maybe.
I'm gonna put it in the bread like you're a bad dog.
and then we're gonna finish the podcast in the creepy cabin with boners. I kind of want to do that.
You know, we hang out with boners.
Not because it's gay. I just kind of want to do that now. I want to pop a pill with my pound car and sit here with boners and podcast. How great would that
be? We'll call the show Two Dicks. I called you a pussy.
Get over here and say that.
He's like, "I'll come over here and put you in a headlock."
Oh, no, he's taking his glasses off. He's taking his glasses off. There he goes.
All right. I'm gonna hurt. I know.
Who are you?
Not intentionally.
Who are you?
Firefighter, crazy bastard.
What do you mean you're not gonna hurt me? My neck's fucked up. What's up, buddy?
Oh, this is my buddy Sean Bell.
How are you?
Oh, he's all scared. You're right.
He said I'm not gonna hurt you that
Oh, you're the one that said come over here and say that. Don't say it. This is a real fucking bar.
We lost so many pets, and then in the end, we lost my dad in front of the house we grew up in. Yes.
Jesus.
Although he walked himself to the ambulance and gave all his info on the way to Huntington Hospital.
Just a soldier.
Fucking walked himself. Yeah. He was on blood thinner, so.
That's what got him.
Boy.
That's what
Woo, you motherfucker.
Sorry.
Anyway.
Sorry.
He gave all his info, and then because he's on blood thinners, he was internally bleeding, and then his skull couldn't handle the blood, and that's when he went into the coma.
Oh, man.
So anyway, wow.
Yeah, that took a turn.
Take a second. Joey, play one of those stupid songs.
No. I got one better. You bastard.
Play when you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Play The Gambler.
Here you go.
The gambler, he broke even.
Oh, my dad loved Frank Sinatra. You fuckers don't play up here.
No. You gotta have some thick skin and be on your game up here. Yeah. Even just to come down to the bathroom, you better be prepped, ready to go to come back.
What's up, Magoo? I'm gonna work on my neck muscles next time I
You gotta come in
come
with
up
a neck
here.
brace.
Yeah, you know, kidding.
You gotta go work out and then come up here. Yeah.
Are you born and raised in this area?
Denville. Yeah, Denville, New
That's
Jersey,
close.
which is probably
I know.
about 10 minutes away.
Yeah, I know where
That's a pretty rough area, huh?
Very rough. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm in the Italian section of Denville.
I'm from the streets of Wayne myself. Us gangs had territories because they were gated, you know, they were gated.
You guys can play hopscotch?
Yeah, basically, I'll see your ass at the tennis court. Right. All right? They sell our shit right there. And I need directions to your polo club.
I don't like pound cake. Especially when they put the fucking
marble
icing on it.
That's
pound cake with
lemon
icing.
pound cake.
Huh?
That's lemon pound cake. I agree. There should be no icing on pound cake.
No icing on pound cake.
But if you don't like pound cake,
I really don't.
You have to go to the hospital. Your mouth is broken.
Why?
It's called pound cake because you need a pound of butter to make it.
I understand that.
It's delicious.
I don't like pound cake.
Have you ever had the Sara Lee pound cake, the gold standard of pound cake?
Yeah, I have.
Very good. Have you had Entenmann's?
No. There's only one Entenmann's I get. And you're saying it wrong. It's Entenmann's.
I said Cuban way.
It's Entenmann's.
El Entamenos.
If you pronounce it properly, it's Entenmann's.
Put some maracas in there, Joey.
Look at it. Look how it's spelled. It's pronounced Entenmann's. I just started the podcast as Carl, the Cuban, walks by the front of Get Parts with his finger up.
Kept going.
Yeah. Oh, he did keep going. What, do you want some kosher food?
I don't know what he's doing, but he kept going, it looked like. He flipped us off and kept walking.
Yeah.
He's got a girl with him, so he's trying to look cool.
He was trying to look cool, giving us the fucking
bird.
bird.
It's the old Don Rickles, Frank Sinatra story.
Exactly.
He walks by, watch me flip these idiots off. They think I'm coming in there.
Right. And then he just kept walking by.
He kept walking by. He'll be in here.
Yeah, he'll figure it out.
There's bourbon in here. He'll smell it.
Yeah, he loves the bourbon here at Get Parts. Carl! What's going on, brother?
No fucking beer? I've got one.
We just started.
We didn't know what you wanted. We didn't know what kind you wanted.
Bullshit.
We just started.
Get him a Coors Light and a Jim
Figures
Beam.
Opie, cheap Opie would be sitting next to a menorah.
That's true.
What the hell?
An electric one, too, a fake one.
There's
So
his
it's not
family
even-
crest.
Oh, I forget. I get the other version of Carl.
No, this is just a hello.
You should ignore the pussy fart, right?
What do you mean?
Oh my God, this is. I've been waiting forever for somebody to talk about this openly.
You should ignore the pussy fart, right?
I think so. I think, also, though, I mean, you're married, but she's not going to leave you if you laugh.
No.
So you can have a laugh.
Yeah, we could.
You just can't act like you don't like it.
Right.
Oh,
You can't
no,
just
see,
act
that's what
like
I
it's
do.
a bad thing.
Yeah.
I give
What do
a
you
wink.
do?
I give a wink and I go, nice.
Yeah, exactly.
And then she's like, great.
Because also, I mean, it's, you're partially responsible.
Right.
They don't just happen,
You're creating that pressure.
If a pussy farts in the forest, a tree falls down.
It's like someone on Twitter the other day, they go, why don't you stop kissing Guy Fieri's ass to get new shows? I'm like, that's exactly what the fuck I do. What are you,
Show me where his ass is. I'll kiss it, lick it.
I come in like a fucking
Rub it down.
heat-seeking missile. Sometimes I come out, I knock a tooth out, I come out of his fucking mouth. Are you fucking nuts? I'm flying private, bitch.
What is wrong with doing that?
Fucking crazy.
You give him good TV.
They're like, stop wearing funny T-shirts and cool hats. I'm like,
said that?
a guy with 7 followers.
Yeah, there you go.
I said, I'll do what you do. Say hi to Ma. She's right next to you.
Whatever state you're in that has medical, you have to live there to get that.
Yeah.
But if you're traveling to one of these, to Nevada or, Colorado, Washington, all those places, Alaska, you're traveling there, you could still just go into a recreational place and just, all you got to show is an ID to prove you're 21.
Yeah, Alaska's
And,
crazy. My buddy
it's
runs
so good.
My buddy runs all the tours for Northern Lights. The Northern Light tours.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and he's like, bro, the demographic changed instantly.
It's funny. It's funny you mention that because I think of a lot of your stories as being Aurora Borealis.
Yes.
I'm out.
3 millennial hipsters that he's got that's going to be filming this for him. So it's 3 nerdy-looking guys that look like they're sharing a one-bedroom in Brooklyn somewhere, and he's drinking.
They're sharing a
craft
one
beer.
everything.
And there's a lady with them, and then there's this girl who was the victim of the headphone crime, and she was down. So she just happened to be standing in front of me, and I go, that was Dustin Hoffman, and she goes, who? I go, Dustin Hoffman, the actor. She goes, I don't know who that is. I go, Rain Man? And she goes, I've heard of that. I go, she's only about 27, 28.
Oh, my God.
And she says that had come up earlier because she was bragging on how young and stupid she was.
Right.
And she was 100% right.
Yeah. She
Truth
was.
in advertising.
Yeah, so I went straight into Rain Man, Tootsie. I started naming,
Vic Henley's just getting angry. As
Yes.
pretty as she was, Vic Henley's like, Carl, where'd you... I'm like, she's
Yeah.
the interior decorator. I don't give a fuck.
He wandered over and he goes, what are y'all talking about? And I'm like, you need to start talking to her right now. She's making me so mad. I've got to go outside. I've got to go outside right now.
I did a quick Google of you just to, no, just because I wanted to make sure we promoted your not album. I want to say album. Well,
it's an album.
All right, your album. What's it called?
Kill Me Now.
Kill Me Now, and how do you get it? Through all the
anywhere. You
all
download
music, all the usual places. That's a dumb question too. How do you get it? Because there was a time you asked that question.
It was only available in Sam Goody
or wherever. right. But I did a quick Google.
I love Sam Goody. Yeah, go ahead. I did. I love that because I grew up in New Jersey, and you'd go to the fucking mall and look at albums at Sam Goody. All right, go ahead.
I kind of miss that. The kids have no idea the thrill of walking into a Sam Goody's, a music store, and just browsing and finding new shit.
See, and the kids that are into vinyl now, there's a rack in Target, for example, and they think that's a big deal. No, you have to go to a record store in the city.
Yeah,
and you have to take the bus to get in, and you have to, not tell your parents you've gone into the city.
Right.
It's a Jersey thing.
Saw my picture and everything. I put honest pictures up with my full body, so he knew I was overweight. And we get to the restaurant, and the conversation starts getting. He's asking me a ton of questions about food. And he's, and he seems very excited. He's just like, so, what are you going to order? And I'm like, I don't know, the spaghetti and meatballs, or, you're going to get the ziti or the spaghetti? What are you going to get? You think you're going to get the ziti or the spaghetti? And I'm like, I don't know. I guess I'll get the ziti. Oh, okay. And he's rocking back and forth. I'm serious. He was a freak. And
what about the bread? Are you going to start with bread?
No. He literally said that. Literally was like, you want garlic bread? Let's get some garlic bread. Let's get the waiter over here.
I've been doing this for a while, and I made the mistake of, I took a phone call, I hung up the phone, or while I'm on the phone, I'm just doing this. I'm licking the bowl, licking the spatula.
Oh, my
God.
Forgetting that what I put in it.
Right.
And then at some point, my roommate comes home and says, what are you doing? He looks around, he goes, what are you doing? I go, I'm preheating the oven and I'm watching Hangover on TV. And he said, well, it's Hangover 2, and how long have you been standing there? I'm like, nah, the movie just started. I literally zoned out the entire time, stood in place, went through all of the Hangover and a quarter of the Hangover 2.
No way.
It's just standing there?
Just standing there with the oven very well preheated and the uncooked brownies sitting ready to go. Because I licked the bowl.
Wow.
Now I have post-it notes that say, don't lick the bowl. Everything's all science now.
You would put a baby in the oven. You so would do that, you idiot.
We don't actually sit around and pee on each other.
But wait, she's the peer and you're the receiver,
No, we both do.
You both do it. Oh, all right. That's even more interesting.
Do you stay away from the face?
Oh, yeah, no face. No face.
Okay.
It's usually on the private areas of each other. That's what it is.
And what is the purpose, may I ask?
It was never really a purpose. We were in the shower one day. We were on vacation. We were in the shower. And, she did it, on my leg. I'm like, oh, that was hot. She's like, oh, I always wanted to try it.
Right.
I'm like, all right, let's try it. You had a few drinks. We'll try it. And it really was sexy. And I know people, it's not like you're coming home and just walking over and just peeing on while she's playing a video game. Mm-hmm. It's like you're in the moment, and it does get hot. It's a hot thing.
Mikey, it's urine. Of course it's hot.
I was like, this chick is funny.
No, I don't fit the algorithm now.
That's ridiculous.
Isn't it? It's and Lewis Black, who I love. He fits the algorithm, and he's older than me.
Well, you got to get a twitchy finger.
Yeah.
Is it a male-female thing?
Absolutely.
Of course,
because Marion just got another special, but Jen Kirkman has to fight to get him.
Right. It's fucking ridiculous.
And you're funnier than all of them.
I know.
Or most of them. Let's say most.
I mean, we can use all.
That is too bad. You think that'll change?
It's so depressing. Part of me is like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do my albums and...
Right.
But a lot of it is the money. It's I just don't want to have to worry about money.
Of course.
Because
you're still hustling, right?
All the time. I hate it.
The stand-up...
I just want to fucking relax.
Someone like Judy Gold has put in her time and has a great career, has done everything. I mean, TV, all sorts of stuff. You would think they don't have to hustle anymore.
Right. No,
they
it's
still
constant.
have to hustle.
I'm out 5 nights a week doing sets. Yeah.
Wow. This episode of the Opie Radio podcast sponsored by microdose.com. Have you tried microdosing THC yet? I have, and I love it, especially now as I sit here in COVID quarantine. It's keeping me very relaxed and very mellow as I deal with this. If you want to learn more about microdosing THC, go to microdose.com. use the promo code OPIE, OPIE, to get free shipping and 30% off your first order. Yeah, like I said, I'm using it now to deal with this COVID. I just want to be mellow and relaxed. But when I'm not dealing with COVID and when I'm not sitting here in quarantine, the microdose gummies have also helped with a creative boost. It has helped me with enjoying the moment. Definitely helps with sleep and pain and anxiety. And once again, microdosing, it's commonly associated with psychedelics, wellness, performance enhancement, and creativity. Microdose, once again, is available nationwide. And to learn more about microdosing THC, go to microdose.com. Use the promo code OPIE to get free shipping and 30% off your first order. Links can be found in the show description. But again, that's microdose.com. Use the promo code OPIE, OPIE. I love these guys. Microdose.com.
Opie Radio.
Northbound and down, loaded up and fucking, having fun, Ruizing on the go. Robert's at the wheel, Greg and Carl are puking, Rochester bound on Opie Radio.
And the road trip continues to Rochester, New York to see Brother Wease. I'm going to throw that fucking thing out the window. On the road again. What's your favorite driving song there, Robert?
Little Feet.
Little Feet?
Anything by Little Feet. Eastbound and Down.
Eastbound and down. I turn everything into a salsa song.
Yeah.
Eastbound, cha-cha-cha. Peter Luger's only serves hamburgers at lunch, and if they even sense you're an asshole, they tell you they ran out.
Wow, really?
Yeah, like it's their thing. And they only use the trimmings of their own dry-aged porterhouses.
Oh, my God.
So it's a 18 to 20-day dry-aged hamburger with American cheese on a homemade bun with onion on the bottom. So they cut it in half to make sure the temperature's perfect. That's how nice they are.
Right.
I post this gem of a hamburger. It's probably, if not but one of the top 5 hamburgers in the fucking world. First comment on Instagram. Hamburgers cut in half? I'm out. I go to his Instagram. He's got a picture of his shitty family at Dunkin' Donuts and Munchkins. I'm out. Oh, you're out?
You're out.
You couldn't get in, you fucking jerk off. We found middle ground because we both like the Breeders. That song Cannibal.
Cannibal's a great song, man.
Great
right?
That's
how it starts.
Yeah. She was good in the Pixies.
You think Joey's throwing a little cannonball under this little section right now?
Immediately.
You think he did?
Yeah. I'd love to hear him play that.
Oh, absolutely. He can slap that shit nice. Real nice.
He's really
talented.
He's really talented.
It's scary how talented he is.
I see his tweets.
Yeah.
And he interacts a lot with the fans, which is awesome. I think Joey has a quiet rage under everything.
Oh, yeah.
I can feel it. He's got a hot wife.
Very hot wife.
Right? He took a nice picture in front of a Christmas tree the other day on Twitter.
Yeah?
It looked like he just won like a real estate award. But she looked great. He looked like Joey, like he just got the Double Diamond Sales Award. She actually was looking at the camera. Joey was kind of drifted off a little bit. Had a little glaucoma look to him.
Here comes some more dick walking in. John DiTullio.
That's not funny. That's not funny, Ope. I love it.
Wait a minute. I made a text.
I love your John, but I'm Team Wease all the way. I got a great life because of this man, so F you.
Anyways, that voice is Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's Opie of New York and his leader, Chef Carl Wazinski. I named him, and he's actually an Italian. Are you Italian? No, you're Cuban?
I'm Cuban.
Cuban.
I'm a 12-star Michelin chef.
Oh, shut up already. Now you're starting. Don't start.
Good morning, Brother Wease.
He's starting with me because I told him about a joint.
Well, Carl gave you some knowledge on the star system. What about the people that dress up in the
furries?
The furries. Yeah.
That one I might get into. Bang me a little bunny or something. You see a broad walk in like a bunny, you know that
You know
she
what?
would-
It's not the worst thing, right?
Yeah, it could be
That
worse.
one's not. That's not that
The
bad.
little horse one's weird.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
That's really strange. Do you think?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Or should we save it for pod?
And we might have to save that one. No, I mean, you got the animal rights activists, but do you think that the animal's suffering? That's all
God,
I'm
I
saying.
love that you brought that up. No, I love that he brought that up, and I wish Deanna was here because we got in a fight last week or whenever it was.
Yeah.
Because, they arrest these dudes, and they arrest them for cruelty to animals, and personally, I think the horse was digging it.
I'm just saying.
serious.
No. If you've seen any of these videos, they don't even notice what's going on, and they're continuing to eat.
Good morning, kids. It's the Brother Wease show with Opie and Chef Carl. Chief Littlefoot. It's Bobby Littlefoot for me. Let me take a guess. Littlefoot lives in Jersey.
Yes.
Spot
I
on.
called it?
You called it.
What exit?
145.
145?
Yes.
And by the way, does the New York Thruway work like the Jersey Turnpike, where the numbers coincide with how far away you are?
No.
Only the
so. I don't
Jersey
think so.
does
Jersey.
that.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing.
Yeah, that's smart.
That's about the only cool thing.
The only thing we did right. Yeah.
You came back with Nirvana. I just got to say this. It blew my mind. You know the Unplugged they did?
Yeah.
That's 25 years ago already.
It is unbelievable.
Here he goes with the years now.
Oh, yeah. Carl hates this stuff. But
why?
Everything he does, he's like, you know what? That song came out 32 years ago.
No, because that is starting to blow my mind. Because it feels like yesterday that Unplugged came out. It just passed the 25-year mark.
We talked for like 20 minutes.
What did he say to you? He just apologized?
Yeah.
Did he say he was a different guy? I'm curious about that because I've gone through some of that growth myself.
Well, he never said that it's like a 12-step program or anything, but it sure appeared that's what it looks like, right? And he said, he heard I was a nice guy, and he knows he said some bad things and all this. But fast forward to the end of the conversation. At the very end, he said, hey, if you're ever in New York, we'll get dinner or something. And I say, Opie's my best friend. The three of us will go. And he closed up by going, I'm not ready for Opie. I swear. And I'll bet you he denied that today. That's 100%.
Look, and
I wish I taped that crap.
And I worked on some things, and over the years I tried to sit down with Howard and kind of talk things out, but he was not interested, so whatever.
He's not ready for you.
Whatever.
He can't handle it.
It's fine. Wease, he's going to tell you about the modeling thing now.
So in Tampa, they have a little thing. They have these lingerie shops, and they have a thing called private modeling. So you pay by the half hour, and they have girls in the lingerie shops, and they change right in front of you, and they model the lingerie. Then you just show up with a cooler with a six-pack of beer.
Going to buy some lingerie.
Oh, you buy stuff, maybe not lingerie.
Never heard of that.
Oh, I know. This is the real stuff in Tampa. And in the strip clubs, is the best one. There's called Stingers. To me, it's like going to St. Patrick's Cathedral.
Yeah. What I'm really interested in, what I think the rest of our listeners are interested, is the other side of that perspective. Your side of that perspective. What did you see in him?
I'm going to tell you.
He knows what you saw in him, but we want to hear from you.
Well, the reason I got the tattoo, first of all, is he was getting married. And first of all, what do you get a guy that has everything? So
it goes back to your cancer too.
I had to find that space.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. And then I showed it to him. I don't know if he remembers, but at your rehearsal.
Yes, I remember.
But
it
anyway,
was yesterday.
Opie, I brag to everybody. Opie is the most loyal, and loyalty is rare. I'm sure it's embarrassing him, but loyalty is rare. And this guy, his loyalty is amazing. And I feel it in my heart, and it's very rare. What more can I say? And he's the real deal.
My favorite thing in the world is the fact that freaking Joey just chimes in during the podcast.
Yeah, the voice of God.
I love it. Like,
good.
All the time. Just like right now.
Yeah.
Thanks for the kind words. I appreciate it. Carry on.
He just said something. like the fact that you can just do that. And then you trip out your guests with that stuff, too.
Yes,
Judy Gould's like, who the hell's there?
I tried to.
It's amazing because Carl and Ope and myself and Little Feet, Bobby, Little Feet man.
Yeah, where is Little Feet today? I
He went home
wanted to
already.
meet him.
He had to beat feet. Yeah, he
He
has
had
to
to
go to
beat
work.
feet.
He has to do real work today. Yeah. We got him out of his real job to come up here with us.
He's got a real job, too.
He's a
At
Westwood
Suit.
One. He's like a
I
real
thought this
suit.
is part of Westwood One.
Yeah, but
what else does he do?
I don't know. Do you know what he does, Carl?
They coddle Opie. That's what they do. We'll get you a new chair, sir. Yeah, I know the soda's not cold. Yes. No, it's okay that Carl spits at people.
Are you sick of breast implants?
Oh, I still love boobs.
No,
like, am I sick of breast implants?
I
kind of don't mind them.
See, but you know what? I'm out of the game.
But when there's like a great pair of real boobs, you can't compare.
The minute you call me Cuban in real life, I'm off.
Yeah.
Because we're not cool. Like, my name is Carl.
Right.
And if you know me,
right,
you don't call me Cuban.
Right.
You call me lamb chop and cubes.
Right. I like calling you Cubes.
Cubes.
That's my favorite pet name for a car. Wease.
He puts a fucking flat tire at the end of every fucking word.
You know that. Haters out there, they'll try to call me by my real name. I'm like,
I gotta tell you something.
I'm like, my mom doesn't even call me Greg. What are you trying to do? You don't know me.
Well, I gotta tell you, it used to. When I used to follow you, I mean, I've been on Twitter since 2009.
Yeah.
And I followed you the whole time.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, the caliber of haters has gone way down. I mean, these are like 30 dudes that are left, and they're just like, it's an embarrassment. Like, they're just tripping over each other.
We used to have these women come into the studio, and like in sweaters and shirts and shit, they looked phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would love to see this girl naked, and because we were Opie and Anthony, we say hi. Okay, here we go.
Exactly.
Right? But then they would take off their sweaters and shirts and shit, and it was just fucking
just scars and
giant softballs that didn't move on their chest. You could see like the
scar on the nipples.
Scar.
The tits look like blowfish eyes. They're so far apart. Like they literally just. You're like, what? How is that?
That's what I'm talking about. And then you saw the bag implant. The bag through the skin. And you're like, oh my god, put your shirt back on. So it kind of ruined it for me a little bit for a while there. But then they started.
Should have meet your heroes.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly.
And at night, as you're in your army cot with the wool blanket, with the sunburn, maybe the poison ivy, right? And then my dad thought that vinegar was the way to get rid of the get rid of the burn of the sunburn, right? Then as you're trying to fall asleep, it's still bright as day because of the nuclear power plant. What? They had a lot of lights there. I don't know if it was for your security or what. And then you would just hear a hum as you're trying to go to sleep.
Are you serious?
I swear to God.
Opie, this is awful.
And none of the parents thought anything of this. I loved it, though. Yes, Robert.
No, I was visualizing the glow, and
it would
that wasn't.
It would be a hum, like a.
That's nuclear shit happening.
Right.
That's fusion. The nice warm sound of fusion.
But it wasn't. I think that's why I got a big pecker.
You think you got a
You're a mutant.
I got a radioactive pecker, I think. Yeah.
I took Patrice's old room. Like I was there helping put his sex swing in his truck. like when Will's like, "Yo, my roommate's moving out. Do you want to look at the bedroom?" I walked in there. I was like,
"All right.
What is this?" Like there's like dildos and the sex swing and everything.
He really had a sex swing?
He had like this giant. It was tucked in the corner.
Yeah.
It wasn't like set up and operational at the time.
It doesn't matter if it's tucked in a corner
it was there.
or if it's
it was
front
there.
and center. It's still a sex swing.
Dude,
in
it was.
room.
I mean, to me, like. I'm such a comedy nerd, and it was never about money. It still is not about money. To me, it's about, like, just surrounding yourself with, like, just what I think, just geniuses. All you guys are. Boo, 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 boo.
Opie Radio.
Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo.
So, as you graduate and head out into the world, there's only one thing that you need to know.
Hi, this is Jamie from Progressive. Yeah, I can talk now. Progressive protects you 24/7. So, tell me what happened. Oh, I'm sorry, Gene. Can you give me 1 second?
Brush out for every meal. Congratulations and thank you.
Sorry about that. I'm back. So tell me about this fender bender.
Contact us 24/7 on the phone, online, or on the mobile app. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Covered subject to policy terms.